When we admire greatness, whether it's in the form of a towering skyscraper, a flourishing garden, or a person who has achieved extraordinary success, we often focus on what we can see, the finished product. But what we fail to notice is that the most critical work happens out of sight. A skyscraper doesn't begin with steel and glass, it begins with digging deep into the ground to lay a foundation that can support its weight. A garden doesn't bloom overnight, it starts with seeds planted in soil, hidden from view, nurtured in the dark. The same is true for individuals. Greatness doesn't emerge in the glare of the spotlight, it's cultivated in the quiet places away from applause and recognition. This is where the groundwork is laid, where you make mistakes, learn lessons, and refine your craft. It's in the obscurity of hard work and perseverance that you develop the qualities needed to sustain success when it finally comes. Obscurity is not a punishment, it's a privilege. It's a season where you can grow without the pressure of performance. It's where you can experiment, fail, and try again without fear of public scrutiny. In this hidden place, you're free to dig deep, to go beyond surface level ambition, and to cultivate roots that will anchor you when the storms of life come. Many people shy away from obscurity because it doesn't come with immediate gratification. There's no crowd cheering you on, no social media likes to validate your efforts. But what they don't realize is that obscurity is where you build endurance. It's where you learn patience. It's where you discover your why, the driving force behind what you do. Without these things, success can be fleeting because there's no depth to sustain it. Consider the athletes who train for years before stepping onto the world stage, or the artists who toil away in their studios, perfecting their craft before their work is ever seen. Their excellence isn't born in a moment, it's the result of countless hours spent in solitude, honing their skills. This is the essence of greatness, a commitment to the process, even when no one is watching. Obscurity also serves as a test of character. It's easy to be motivated when everyone is watching and applauding, but can you stay consistent when the only voice cheering you on is your own? Can you persevere when the rewards feel distant and the path seems uncertain? It's in these moments that true strength is forged. Working in obscurity teaches you to value the process more than the applause. It shifts your focus from seeking validation to pursuing mastery. It forces you to confront your fears, doubts, and insecurities, and in doing so, it shapes you into someone capable of handling the weight of success when it arrives. The foundation of true greatness requires sacrifice. It demands discipline, focus, and an unwavering belief in what you're building, even when the results aren't immediately visible. It's a quiet, relentless pursuit of something bigger than yourself, something that will stand the test of time. There is a sacredness in silence, a power that many overlook in their rush to share, to announce, and to seek validation. In a world filled with constant noise and endless opinions, silence becomes a shield, a refuge that guards what is most precious, your vision. Vision is fragile in its infancy, like a seed planted in fertile soil. It needs care, protection, and nurturing, not exposure to the harsh elements of skepticism and doubt. When you have a vision, a dream, or a goal that burns within you, it's tempting to share with everyone. You want others to feel your excitement, to validate your ideas, to join you in the energy of your pursuit. But not everyone will see what you see. Not everyone will believe in what you're building. Some may even unintentionally or deliberately sow seeds of doubt. Words have power, and when spoken prematurely, Your vision can be derailed by the doubts and fears of others before it has the strength to stand on its own. Silence acts as a safeguard against this. It creates a boundary that allows you to work without interference, to build without unnecessary criticism, and to focus without distraction. Silence is not about secrecy, it's about strategy. It's about knowing when to speak and when to hold your peace. It's about understanding that not every idea is ready to be shared, and not every ear is worthy of hearing your plans. When you operate in silence, you give your vision the space to mature. You allow yourself time to refine your ideas, to test your methods, and to adjust your approach without the pressure of outside judgment. Silence grants you the freedom to experiment and to fail, knowing that your missteps are yours alone to learn from. It gives you control over your narrative, ensuring that the story of your progress unfolds on your terms and in your time. Silence also preserves your energy. Sharing your vision too widely can drain you. Every explanation, every defense, every attempt to make others understand your perspective takes energy away from the work itself. Silence keeps your focus where it belongs, on the execution of your vision, not on convincing others to believe in it. Moreover, silence teaches discipline. It forces you to prioritize action over talk, progress over publicity. It's easy to get caught up in the excitement of sharing your plans, but silence reminds you that real growth happens in the doing, not the telling. It shifts your mindset from seeking recognition to seeking results, from announcing to achieving. Silence also creates an air of mystery, which can work to your advantage. When you don't broadcast your every move, you eliminate unnecessary distractions and keep others guessing. There's a strategic advantage in being underestimated or overlooked. While others are busy speculating about what you might be doing, you're making steady progress, unencumbered by their opinions or expectations. In silence, you also cultivate clarity. The absence of external noise allows you to listen more closely to your own thoughts, to hear the whisper of inspiration, and to discern the steps needed to bring your vision to life. It's in this quiet space that you reconnect with your why, the deeper purpose driving your efforts. This clarity keeps you grounded and focused, ensuring that you're not swayed by fleeting trends or external pressures. Silence ultimately becomes a powerful ally. It creates a protective cocoon around your vision, shielding it from the chaos of the world until it is strong enough to emerge on its own. It allows you to build something not for the applause, but for the impact it will create. In a world dominated by proclamations, promises, and endless chatter, there is an undeniable power in letting results do the talking. Words, as easy and abundant as they are, can only carry so much weight. Results, on the other hand, speak with an authority that cannot be disputed. They are the proof, the evidence, and the undeniable testament to effort, discipline, and perseverance. There's a certain allure to talking about what we plan to do, to announcing our goals and dreams for the world to hear. It feels good to receive encouragement or recognition for our aspirations even before they've been realized. But the truth is, words without action are empty. They may inspire for a moment, but they lack the substance to create lasting impact. Results, however, leave no room for doubt. They are irrefutable. They stand as a testament to what has been achieved, cutting through skepticism and criticism with undeniable clarity. When you let results speak, you allow the power of your work to shine without the need for explanation or justification. There's no need to convince anyone of your capabilities or intentions because the evidence is there for all to see. Results transcend the noise of opinion and debate. They are a universal language understood by all, whether they believed in you from the start or not. Focusing on results requires a shift in mindset. It calls for a discipline that prioritizes action over talk. It's tempting to share every step of your journey, to seek validation along the way, but this can often lead to distraction. When you're constantly explaining yourself, defending your process, or seeking approval, you're diverting energy away from the very work that will bring those results to life. By choosing to work quietly, diligently, and consistently, you place all your focus on execution. Letting results speak also fosters humility. Instead of seeking attention or validation prematurely, you allow your accomplishments to naturally draw the recognition they deserve. Humility isn't about downplaying your success, it's about letting the work speak for itself. It's about having the confidence to know that your effort will not go unnoticed, even if it takes time for the world to see what you've achieved. This approach also silences doubters and critics in a way that words never could. No amount of explanation or argument can change the mind of someone determined not to believe in you. But when you deliver undeniable results, even the harshest critics are forced to acknowledge your success. Results have a way of breaking through resistance and earning respect, even from those who were initially opposed to your vision. Moreover, when results take center stage, they inspire others in a profound way. Words can motivate temporarily, but tangible results create a lasting impact. They serve as a blueprint, showing others what is possible when dedication meets action. Results become a living example, a source of inspiration that speaks louder than any speech or declaration ever could. This principle also holds a mirror up to your own efforts. It's easy to get lost in the illusion of productivity, mistaking busyness for progress. But results demand accountability. They are the metric by which effort is measured and success is determined. They force you to be honest with yourself about whether you're truly moving forward or simply spinning your wheels. Letting results speak is not about avoiding communication or withholding your vision from the world. It's about choosing the right time and the right way to let your work be known. It's about understanding that what truly matters is not what you say you're going to do, but what you actually accomplish. Results don't just validate your efforts, they define your legacy. They become the tangible representation of your ideas, values, and hard work. This process is not easy. It requires patience, discipline, and an unshakable focus on the task at hand. It means resisting the urge to seek immediate gratification through recognition or applause, and instead trusting that the work you're doing will speak for itself when the time is right. There is something profoundly transformative about struggle, especially the kind that takes place away from the gaze of others. In the quiet moments when the world isn't watching and the applause is absent, you come face to face with who you really are. These are the moments that test your resilience, challenge your integrity, and shape your character in ways that no easy victory ever could. Quiet struggles are the battles we fight in solitude. They're the moments when doubt creeps in, when obstacles seem insurmountable, and when giving up feels like the easier choice. These struggles are rarely glamorous. They don't come with an audience or accolades, and they often go unnoticed by those around us. Yet, it's in these moments that we discover what we're truly made of. Struggle in silence strips away the superficial. It forces us to confront our deepest fears, insecurities, and limitations. There's no room for pretension in the quiet struggles. You can't hide behind appearances or rely on external validation to push you forward. It's just you, your challenges, and the choice to either persevere or let the weight of the struggle defeat you. This is where character is forged not in the moments of triumph, but in the moments when triumph feels out of reach. It's in the decision to keep going despite the odds, to remain steadfast when everything around you says to quit. Character is built in the decision to endure pain without bitterness, to face adversity without losing hope, and to continue striving even when the path ahead is unclear. In these quiet struggles, we learn resilience. Resilience isn't something you're born with, it's something you develop through experience. Every setback, every failure, every difficult decision strengthens your capacity to endure. It teaches you that you are stronger than you think, that you can rise after every fall, and that persistence is more powerful than any obstacle you might face. Quiet struggles also teach discipline. When no one is watching, there's no external pressure to perform, no one to hold you accountable but yourself. It's in these moments that you learn to be consistent, to show up even when motivation fades, and to put in the work without expecting immediate results. Discipline isn't glamorous, but it's what separates those who dream from those who achieve. Integrity is another hallmark of character that's forged in the quiet struggles. When you're faced with difficult choices, when the right thing to do is also the hardest thing to do, your character is tested. Will you cut corners to make things easier? Will you compromise your values for the sake of convenience, or will you stand firm even when it costs you? Quiet struggles demand honesty with yourself and force you to decide what kind of person you want to be. These struggles also cultivate humility. When you face hardship, when you've stumbled and had to pick yourself back up, you develop an empathy for others who are struggling. You understand that success is never guaranteed and that everyone is fighting battles you may not see. This humility keeps you grounded, reminding you that your journey is not just about reaching the top, but about how you carry yourself along the way. Quiet struggles are often lonely, but they're also deeply revealing. In solitude, you discover your strengths and confront your weaknesses. You learn to trust yourself, to rely on your inner resolve rather than the approval of others. These moments refine you, stripping away what doesn't matter and leaving behind a core that is unshakable no matter what life throws your way. In the quiet struggles, growth happens. It's not the kind of growth that comes with fanfare or recognition, but the kind that builds a solid foundation. It's the kind of growth that prepares you for the challenges ahead, that equips you to handle success with grace and setbacks with courage. Quiet struggles may not be visible to others, but their impact is undeniable. They shape you into someone who is not only capable of achieving great things, but also worthy of the greatness that comes your way. Life operates on rhythms and seasons, a natural order that cannot be rushed or forced. Understanding the significance of timing is one of the most valuable lessons we can learn. Whether it's in pursuing a dream, making a decision, or achieving success, timing often determines whether our efforts will flourish or falter. Even the best ideas, plans, or talents, if executed at the wrong time, can fail to achieve their potential. Timing is not just about waiting for the right moment, it's about preparation during the waiting period. There's a misconception that timing means standing still, but it's actually about using the quiet seasons to grow, refine, and position yourself. Just as farmer doesn't plant seeds in the winter or harvest in the spring, you must learn to discern the right season for your actions. The delay isn't denial, it's an opportunity to prepare so that when time is right, you're ready. Rushing ahead of time can lead to unnecessary challenges. Think about fruit plucked before it's ripe. It looks promising on the outside, but lacks the sweetness and substance it would have had if left to mature. Similarly, pursuing opportunities prematurely can leave you unprepared to handle them fully. Success that comes too soon can crumble under the weight of inexperience, and relationships that start before they're ready can falter under the strain of immaturity. Timing ensures that when the moment comes, you are equipped not only to seize it, but to sustain it. Timing also requires trust in the process, in the divine order of things, and in yourself. It can be frustrating to feel ready for something that hasn't yet materialized. You may wonder why doors aren't opening or why progress seems slow. But often the delay is for your benefit. There are lessons you need to learn, skills you need to develop, and experiences you need to go through before you can fully step into your destiny. Trusting the timing means believing that the path you're on is unfolding exactly as it should, even when you don't yet see the full picture. Discerning timing also means recognizing when to act. While waiting is often necessary, there comes a moment when hesitation can become procrastination. Knowing the right time to move forward requires wisdom, courage, and clarity. It's about listening to that inner voice, the one that tells you when the conditions are right and when it's time to take a leap of faith. Timing is as much about recognizing opportunity as it is about patience. Not every opportunity that presents itself is meant to be taken. Sometimes what seems like an open door is actually a distraction from your true path. Learning to say no, to hold back when something doesn't align with your purpose, is just as important as seizing the right moment. Timing requires discernment, the ability to distinguish between what is urgent and what is important, between what is tempting and what is truly meant for you. Timing is also about alignment. Success doesn't happen in isolation. It requires the right people, circumstances, and conditions to come together. Think of it like a symphony. Every instrument must play its part at the right moment for the music to reach its full potential. If one element is out of sync, the entire piece can fall apart. Waiting for the right timing ensures that everything aligns in a way that maximizes the impact of your efforts. Patience is perhaps the hardest part of understanding timing. It's difficult to hold back when you feel ready to endure the waiting period without growing discouraged. But patience is what separates those who merely chase after fleeting opportunities from those who achieve lasting success. It's in the waiting that you build the resilience and strength needed to handle what's coming. Timing also teaches humility. It reminds us that we are not in complete control, that there are forces greater than ourselves at play. This humility allows us to surrender to the process, to let go of the need to rush, and to trust that what is meant for us will not pass us by. It's a humbling but liberating realization when you align yourself with the right timing. Things fall into place more smoothly than you could ever force them to. Learning the value of timing means embracing both the waiting and the action, the patience and the persistence. It means understanding that the journey is just as important as the destination. It's about knowing that every delay, every closed door, and every setback is part of a larger picture that's working in your favor. Timing is the balance between preparation and opportunity, between holding back and stepping forward, between faith and action. In the grand rhythm of life, timing is not just an element, it is the essence of how everything falls into place. It teaches us to wait with purpose, to act with wisdom, and to trust that every moment, whether preparation or opportunity, serves its purpose. When you embrace the patience to wait and the discernment to move, you align yourself with a force greater than any rush or hesitation. And then in that alignment, you find that everything comes together exactly as it was meant to at the perfect time.